Hey everyone, Boker Tov. Welcome to Rabbi Tzion Sa'adon, Baruch Haba, to Dr. Ochayon, B'chim Ba'im. So we are finishing up Siman Reish Samech today, and first the last point in Seif Aleph, the Mishnah Berurah brings down. We spoke a lot about cutting nails, and this applies from Rabbi Yehuda Chassid, brought that from the Mishnah Berurah regarding cutting nails and getting haircuts, not to do it on Rosh Hodesh. And the reason behind it is because Rosh Hodesh is like a mini holiday, and really you should get the haircut before Rosh Hodesh. Meaning, we already said to get a haircut ideally before Shabbat, but that's a time. But let's say your haircut works out, or your nail cutting worked out, that it's Rosh Hodesh. Says Rabbi Yehuda Chassid, says the Mishnah Berurah, not to do that on Rosh Hodesh. Really, it should be before that. Now, the Rabbi Ovadia Yosef writes that even those that follow this Rabbi Yehuda Chassid would agree, though, that if Erev Shabbat is Rosh Chodesh, then you should cut your nails for Erev Shabbat. We said, what about doing it before that? Then it's already Thursday, and Thursday we said you shouldn't do it because then your nails are gonna grow again on Shabbat. So you should do it on Erev Shabbat, even though it's Rosh Chodesh. Seif Bet of the Shulchan Aruch and Siman Reish Samech, the last seif here, says as follows: when it's close to Shabbat, yish'al le'anshe beto belashon raka. The person should ask his family in a soft tone, Isartem, iravtem, hadliku taner. This is what we say in B'amim Adlikin. Isartem, did you take off maaser on the foods? And it's not applicable because we're not in Eretz Yisrael, unfortunately. Eravtem is, did you do an Iruv Chatzerot? This could be applicable if a person lives in an apartment building where carrying from one apartment to another, there might be an issue with Iruv. We could talk about that. So did you do the Iruv? And the Shulchan Aruch adds, Hifrashtem Chala, did you take off the Chala? You make Chalot, did you take off the Chalot? V'yomar lahem hadliku taner. And a likut taner is not in a question form, did you light the candle, but rather, if everything's ready, light the candles. It's hadliku taner, it's in a command form. It says the Rama, in a place where you don't do maaser, you don't have to say yisartem. And in a place where you don't do, the Mishnah Berurah says that you don't do an eruv, you don't have to say yiraftem. In a place where you didn't bake chalot, you don't have to say yifrashtem et chala. So what do you say to them? So basically, you say to them, is everything ready for Shabbat? Before Shabbat, you should tell your wife, everything ready to go. We're done from melachot, everything ready. Go light the candles. And to the point that if you're in the Bet Midrash close to Shabbat, you should send a shaliach, send someone to the house to say, make sure everything's ready to go. Especially in these short Shabbats, it's an important point. So I want to stress for a moment that the Shulchan Aruch says, B'lashon racha, make sure to speak to the family in a soft tone. Kedeh tikablu mimenu, in order for them to accept, as opposed to, make sure to take off make sure to then what are they going to do? They're going to fight back. Right? Especially on Erev Shabbat, things are always tense. And the Mishnah Berurah brings this is a svara from the Gemara. Uleolam al yatil adam ema yetera betoch beto. Don't put too much fear in your house. Why? Shemitoch ha'yir'ah hem mechalalim Shabbat u'machilim la'adam davar asur. If you put too much fear in your house, it could cause to chilul Shabbat, and it could cause to feeding non-kosher. Why is that? Because what happens is, let's say, in the case of the non-kosher, let's say there's something that ended up being non-kosher, and it ended up being cooked. And let's say there's so much fear in the house, if I would tell Dad, he would kill me. You know what, shh, be quiet, who cares? You know what, we'll eat it this time. Better that in the family we're thinking, they're twisted logic, better that we eat this than our dad get upset at us. Because there's so much fear in the house, who knows what he could do to us. Or, this, oh my gosh, this is going to be a chilul Shabbat. But if we tell Dad, he's going to get so upset at us. The proper way should be that the relationship is such a good relationship that Dad, I'm sorry, accidents happen. I bought the wrong product. My apologies. Okay, no problem. I understand. Things happen. Accidents happen. You didn't have that right intention. And move on with it. But if there's too much fear in the house, the kids wouldn't want to do that. The family would want to do that because Dad's going to scream at us. So make sure not to bring in too much fear. That's a very, very important point. Unbelievable. Every word of the Shulchan Aruch. B'lashon raka, in a soft tone. Okay, that's that for today. Mincha tonight at 4:25. 4:25 of the earliest weeks. I don't think we're at the earliest point yet, but we're certainly around there. 4:25. Have a good day, everyone. Shabbat shalom. Tana